Good morning. Great to see you. I feel like this time of year there's like a lot of inertia to this time of post daylight savings, and it's like the final push into spring, um, sort of like the seed being underground, and it just takes a while to crack. There's a pressure, at least I've been feeling, maybe you too. Um, so in these kind of stronger times, maybe more challenging times for some of us, I find that to show up for your practice is really amazing and goes a long way. So let's get started sitting. If you want to be sitting on a prop, that's great. Hands can be on your lap. Take a little side to side movement in your spine. And we'll begin with a breathing exercise called the sipping breath. And just to put it out there, actually, I think I don't like to sit on a cushion for this breath, but see what works for you. So the movement will be, well, I'll teach it in two phases. So we'll do one where we're sitting up and then one where your body is moving up and down. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale through the nose. Next inhale is going to have little sips. Yeah, so taking little bits of air and then exhaling through your mouth. Yeah, so breathing in through the nose, those little sips, filling up your lungs all the way, and then exhaling. So we'll stay on that. If you'd like, with your exhale, fold forward. Breathing in with those little sips, you're sitting up slowly, sitting tall. Yeah, so you can do the breath folding forward on your exhale if you wish. Take the last few rounds with your lips sealed, breathing in and out through your nose. After your next exhale, sit tall. Relax through the throat, relax through your belly, and notice the effects of the breathing exercise. With your inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, twist to your right. Find the center line of your spine and take a mini cat and cow, just curling your spine back and then stretching the back and the heart upward. Try a little side to side sway within the twist, just finding some room to open. Turn your gaze over each shoulder for a neck stretch. Come to center, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, twist left. Yeah, just a mini cat and cow shape as you round and arch your back. Exploring movement, a little side to side through your back, opening things up. Within the twist, send your gaze all the way to one direction. Rotate your head and rotate the other way. Deep breath. Nice. Slowly untwist and find your way to all fours, table pose. Curl toes. Let's begin by stretching the feet. Send hips back, move a bit side to side as you stretch under each toe. And similar for your hands, shift the shoulders forward and then little circles around the wrist. Yeah, another moment for the feet. Yeah, stretching the hands once more. Untuck your toes and do a little rattlesnake sound. Tap the front of your foot on the mat. Yeah, have a seat and sit into child's pose. Stretch your arms out. Connect to the fullness of your exhalations. Next movement is forward into Cobra. There's an image where you're rolling a ball with your nose. Hands stretch out and you roll to the front of the mat. Lengthen back through your legs as you lift your chest forward. Press up to hands and knees. Cat back, round your spine, and sit into child's. Yeah, so we'll just take that circular movement forward into Cobra, building arm strength. Yeah, hands and knees, back into child's pose. The next time you're back in child, rise up, sit in a kneeling position, and we're coming back for the half camel. Hands, you might be on your fingertips or fists. Lift up your chest, lift up your hips. Send your knees forward and down. Ground your shins and arch up through your chest. Nice, have a seat and we'll weave all of that into a flow. Stretch out into child's. With your inhale, open up into Cobra, hands and knees. Exhale, cat back into child's. Inhale, sit and kneel up into the half camel. Exhale, sit back into child's. Yeah. In your own way, inhale through Cobra, table pose. Exhale, cat into child's. Inhale, sit tall, back into the half camel. Exhale down into child's. One more cycle in your own way. Stay in that seated kneeling position and we'll come out into yogic squat. So curling the toes under, sit back. Yeah, heels might be lifted. Move your hips a little side to side and get your breath down into your belly and into your hips. Yeah, very earthy connection as we wake up our lower energy centers. Make your way up to standing. Sweep arms high, breathe in. Exhale, hands by your heart. Nice. Come up tall onto tiptoes as you breathe in. Exhale, yogic squat. You can come halfway or all the way down, whatever feels better. Nice. Inhale, rise up, shoot the arms high, tiptoes. Exhale, arms by your side, lower the heels. So we'll stay on that. Breathe in, rise up to tiptoes. Breathe out into squat. It could be more of a chair or all the way down. Yeah. Inhale, roll up. So your head is the last thing to lift. Press with your feet, reach high. Yeah. Exhale, arms down by your side. One more round. Breathe in, reach up, tiptoes. Exhale down into your squat. Inhale as you roll up. Add a little core strength. Nice. Arms high, breathing in. Hands to your heart. Arms reach up one more time. With your exhale, forward fold. Hold onto opposite elbows. Get some natural body weight. You might like to jiggle, putting a little movement into your stretch. Full exhalations, deep letting go. Yeah, moving forward through the spring. Walk yourself out into plank pose. We're gonna hold plank for 10 breaths. Option to lower to forearms if you'd like. Drinking the breath in and out. And just staying with your breaths, allowing your experience to shift and change. Yeah, about halfway done, just staying with it. Count your breaths. Nice job. Tap your knees down. Sit back into child's pose. Rise up and take a half camel. Arms back, open the heart. With your exhale, dive forward through child's. Rise up into your back bend. Inhale. Exhale back into downward dog. Yeah, just settling in. Anchor through the pads of your fingers. You may like to walk out the dog, waking up your pose. Two more breaths with a connection to the earth. Each exhale is a deep release. Walk feet forward, take a standing forward bend. Inhale and rise up, arms high. Exhale, hands together by your heart. Full breath in and out. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale back into plank pose. We've got 3 breaths this time. Pull yourself taut, low belly up toward the sacrum. Legs lengthen back through the heels as heart pulls forward. Long spine, one more breath. Nice. Option for chaturanga or child's pose. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, walk or hop to hands. Exhale in your forward fold. Inhale, rise up and stand, reach high. Exhale, hands to your heart. Walk feet wide to the edges of the mat. We'll do some wood chopping, opening up our lungs. So you're gonna bend your knees. Arms are kind of hanging, weave the fingers together. So the inhale will be standing up, and exhale, you're gonna chop and ha, kind of a sharp ha sort of breath. So let's take 5 of those. Connecting all the way through your feet when you lift. Yeah, lots of movement of the breath through your body. Nice. Stay in your forward fold and walk that down into yogic squat. If you'd like to rock a little bit between your feet, working the heels down onto the mat. Plant your hands and walk your right foot back, coming into a wide lizard lunge. Bend and straighten through the left knee. Nice. We're going to do a little more breath work in this pose. If you want to watch the first round, breathing in, we're going to straighten that front leg a bit, send the spine up to the sky. When you exhale, we've got lion's breath as you sink your hips into the lunge. Yeah, so we're going to take 5 of those, hips up as you breathe in. Exhale. Yeah, so as you take those rounds, the lion's breath is the ferocious face, opening jaw, wrinkled forehead, stretchy cheeks. Yeah, finish up your rounds here. Drop the back knee. Walk front foot a little toward the midline for a low lunge and rise up. Arms overhead as you breathe. Yeah, really irrigating your body with fresh breath, full exhales, making room for full inhales. Great, touch the mat. Standing splits briefly, right leg high in the sky. Yeah, drop that foot, step your left leg back. Lizard lunge, right foot is wide of the right hand. And we'll go right into those lion's breaths. And really see the pose about opening your breath right now, opening your throat, opening your facial muscles. And we'll go take those 5 rounds as you breathe in. Great job, finish strong. The crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Tap the back knee down, walk the front foot 2 inches toward the midline. Arms reach. Relax your forehead and feel your breath wash through the space of your mind. With spring in the air, I opened the windows yesterday, just letting that fresh air in. And I imagine the breath doing this to the psychic interior, just really opening us up. Yeah, touch the mat, standing splits, left leg high in the sky. You tap left foot beside the right as you rise up to stand. Sweep arms to sky. Exhale, arms wide by your side, standing in the mountain pose. Pour your body weight down through your feet. Squiggle your toes like you're nuzzling into sand at the beach. Make this earth connection, the substance in your body as it relates to the substance of the earth. Breathe in, arms to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Taking chair pose, bend knees, inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, option to come up on tiptoes. Yeah. Inhale, heels down, arms up in chair. And exhale. Yeah, so we'll just stay on that movement, waking up deep hip muscles. Nice job. Hold in your chair, either up on tiptoes or feet down. Let's keep our elbows wide. 3 deep breaths. Balance your weight bearing between both legs equally. Great job. Next inhale, stand tall, straighten your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk or hop back to plank. Exhale, child's or chaturanga. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, just back to your belly and taking your tummy down to the mat. Reach arms forward. Karate chop position with your hands. Feeling movement of the breath for a half locust cycle. Opposite arm and leg are going to lift. And then lower down, turning head to one side. Yeah, I'm going to give us the breath cue a little different than usual. So when you lift up, that'll be your exhale. Yeah, and breathing in when you lower down. And just see how that connects you to your core in a different way. Breathing out for the strength to lift. Breathing in as you release, and then turn your head. Reach your arms back beside you. Yeah, a little jellyfish pose. Lift arms and legs back. And then this is the jellyfish movement where you're just pumping the water through your body. Legs open, arms open. And then hug the midline, really squeeze your legs together. Yeah, 3 more rounds. Nice job. Your choice to relax in child's pose or downward dog, whichever would feel better for you right now. Yeah, thanks and welcome to everyone who just joined. Great to see you. Make your way into lunge with the right foot forward. Yeah. High lunge when you're ready. Arms reach overhead as you bend deeply into the right knee. Yeah, arms high. Take hands to hips and lean forward to balance, standing staff pose. Left knee lifts, just level with the left hip. Interlace your hands, press lightly against top of left thigh. Draw shoulders down the back and resist. Left thigh pushes back into your hands. Nice. Open wide for tree. Left knee out to the side. Evergreen branches with arms down is an option, or reach high. Nice. Return to standing staff, and we're taking the dancer pose. Kick the left leg back, left hand will hold that ankle. If you ever need a little break for your ankles, that's also fine. Just step out of the pose. Right arm reaches up. Kick left foot into your hand as you open your heart forward. Also like to show the unbound dancer pose, standing back bend without holding the ankle. So another option for your pose. If you're holding hand to foot, release, slowly step back, make your way into high lunge, arms overhead. Touch hands to the back of your head and walk the back foot closer for warrior one. So you can plant the back heel. Gentle back bend as your head presses into your hands. Free up space so your chest can move with your breath. One more inhale here. Exhale, touch the mat. Walk yourself back either for a flow or meet us in downward dog. Left foot forward into lunge. Organize your feet for your high lunge. Raise the arms. Centered in both feet, yeah. Take hands to hips. As you shift forward, balance on the left foot for standing staff. Yeah, weave fingers together, that little contraction. Hands touch the top of right thigh presses up against the hands. Tree pose as you're ready. Right knee to the side. Arms can be down and wide or up and wide. Full exhales. Allow for full inhales. Return to standing staff, setting up the dancer pose, Natarajasana. Right hand to the ankle. Also option for an unbound dancer, taking a standing back bend. Left arm reaches high. Open the heart, press foot into hand, pull hand on foot as you open your chest. Balance is cumulative, so if you come out, just come back in a little wiser. Another breath here. If you're still holding the foot, release, step back slowly. Find your warrior one footprints, hands to back of head, and just leaning back. Create space in your spine as you lift your whole body upward. Tailbone sinks down. Chest lifts. Breath is flowing. Nice job. Gaze down, touch the mat. Take a flow or take a moment to relax. Let's meet together flat on your belly. Coming into the bow pose. Arms reach back, hands to ankles, or just reaching hands toward ankles is great too. Lift your heart, lift the thighs off the mat. With hands on ankles, create the tension of the bow and arrow. Feet are pushing, arms are pulling. Yeah, lifting and opening. There's kind of a fun rocking horse if you're feeling inclined. If your ground is soft enough, maybe you feel like rocking a little bit. Soften down and relax just onto your belly. Hands stack under the face, make a pillow. For little wing pose, take your right arm out into a cactus shape. Slide the fingers forward so the elbow is slightly forward of the shoulder. Plant your left hand a lot like Cobra and lean onto your right side. Yeah, left knee could bend, foot down, but I encourage you to focus more on that front armpit stretch, the front chest stretch. Roll tummy down to mat and change the angle of your wing so the arm could move upward just a bit, finding different fibers of the stretch as you roll again to your right side. Yeah, a few more moments if you'd like to find a third position for that arm. Nice, unroll. Open up your left arm. Left arm in the cactus shape, right hand is gonna plant down as you roll to your left side. Focusing on quality of stretch where you need it. I find this is an easy pose to fall into my flexible area and forget about the tight areas. So yeah, really get curious and pay attention to what you're feeling. Roll down to your stomach at any point and reposition your left elbow, maybe a little forward. Yeah, finding that deep pec stretch. Another few moments, finishing up this pose. Nice job. Make your way through a flow and we'll meet together in downward dog. Walk feet to hands, rise up and stand tall. For a standing back bend, start with your hands in your upper back pockets. And I'll just show you a back view. If it works, you may want to flip your hands so the fingers are pointing up your back, just if it feels okay on your wrists. With the standing back bend, stay connected to abdominal strength. So it's like you're lifting your heart, but then there's always this like retrieving quality that you can use your core to come out of the back bend. Yeah. So I'll just talk through it and feel free to come in and out of the back bend as you want. Heart lifts, head might arch back. That feels good for your neck. A little glute tone, hip shift forward. At any point, retrieve yourself with your ab strength. A few more moments to explore the standing back bend. Nice. Once you finish up, let's fold forward. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Yes and no spine in the forward fold. Start with your head, just nod yes a little bit and shake no.
And with your attention on your spine, continue that movement all the way through your back. Lots of detailed awareness. Little yeses and nos through the base of your neck. Yeah, where a lot of people get stuck. And we're just looking for these tiny articulations through the vertebrae, especially places you don't always pay attention to. Yeah, a few more moments as you work your way down your low back. These yes and no movements, opening up your whole spine. Plant your feet and slowly rise up. Feel free if you want some water. Yeah, springtime yoga, lots of back bends, building that heat, getting us out of hibernation. It's one of the bigger transitions for my year, this spring transition. So if it's a big one for you, you're not alone. Let's come out wide on the mat, goddess pose, lunge into your knees. And just giving and receiving, we'll turn our palms upward. As you rise, straighten your legs, breathe in, arms up. Exhale, keep your palms up, and just like you're collecting rainwater in a basket. Yeah, so we'll offer up on the inhale. And then elbows down, palms up as you exhale. And this pose might be a gesture of offering when you have surplus energy, and it can be a gesture of receiving nourishment from our beautiful community, nourishment from the earth and your nearby surroundings. Settle into the receiving position with your hands up, shoulders very light, and we'll just take a few breaths. Making room for what's next. Allowing a space to open up in your body, in your mindset, in your psychic landscape. Nice. Slowly stand tall, offering arms up. Yeah. Lower your arms, and we'll take a moment just to twirl. Yeah, just spinning side to side. In the spring transition, I think of the metaphor shedding my winter coat. So whatever layers of protection I might have taken on for this recent season, some of that might be heavy for now, moving into the spring. So a moment to consider, feeling a release as you lighten yourself up. Great, let's just slow down and in your own way, make your way to a comfortable seat. All right. So I'm going to talk us through a headstand preparation, which is another great posture for springtime rejuvenation. Start by sitting tall, and you'll weave your hands together, putting the thumb side of your hands at the crown of your head, and just lightly press upward and feel around with your hands. Feel the top of your head, looking for a place that you press and your neck feels really sturdy. Sometimes there's a place you press and your neck sort of nods or collapses. So finding the strong place as you press on the top of your head. Nice. And this place is what you'll be putting onto the mat in just a moment. And I think of the headstand pose very much as a balance pose rather than like a muscular or kind of, just a only strength sort of pose. So I'll be just talking through the preparation, and even if you don't go all the way upside down, there are amazing benefits to doing the preparation. All right, I'm just going to come a little closer to a wall in case you'd like to do that as well. Beginning in table pose, forearms come to the mat. Interlace your hands, and now you'll be putting that crown point onto the mat. Yeah, so pushing a little bit into your head, and then use your elbows to lift some of that strength into your shoulders, taking a little bit of that weight off of your neck. Yeah, and at any point, you'll just rise up if you need a break from any head pressure, just taking that break. With the crown on the ground, next phase is a half headstand where you do kind of downward dog in your legs. Yeah. Stay connected to your forearms. The crown of the head is bearing just a bit of weight. Often it's like 20% on your head, 80% on your elbows. Yeah. Feel free to come in and out. I'll show the next stage of the progression. So that half headstand, and then there's this tiptoe thing where you bend your knees a ton, and then at some point you might transfer your weight to the tripod of your elbows in your head. And I find that to be kind of a moment of truth, finding the opportunity for the balance of headstand. Taking a moment in whatever phase you're working with. And each is best. The phase you're working on is the most important one right now. And so supporting yourself fully. One more moment to play in the headstand. And then the resting pose following headstand is child's pose. A great chance to get weight off of your neck. After a few breaths in the child's pose, take your time sitting up. Next, you'll just be lying down onto your back. Shoulder stand is a typical counter pose to the headstand, opening up our necks. Walk your shoulders under your back. Yeah, I like to sit on the hands, and the movement into shoulder stand is a little bit of a reverse somersault. So you're going to lift your legs first and then lift your hips. Hands support the low back. Legs extend. So you're just stacking like a tower of blocks. And time to breathe. Great anti-gravity stretching in shoulder stand. Legs could reach forward and back or wide to the side. Butterfly pose, upside down. Enjoy a little time to stretch and open. Come out slowly by rolling down, bend your knees. Rest a hand on your belly and a hand by your heart. Let your breath unfold, feeling the lightness and inspiration of the inverted poses. For the fish pose, laying on your back, hands are going to come under your hips. Leverage down with your elbows as you lift up your chest. I like to keep the head mostly back and down, so the back of the head is resting lightly on the ground as the chest lifts up. At some point, you might walk the elbows more under your back, raising up the height of your tent. If you're newer to the fish, it's a pose that can feel a bit disorienting. So just giving yourself a little room to come in and out, to reapproach if it's unfamiliar. To come out, just tuck your chin, lay your spine down. Bend both knees and give them a squeeze toward your chest. Curl into a tiny ball, forehead toward the knees. Both hands around your right knee as you lay your head down. Extend left leg forward, flat on the ground. Cross to a twist. Cross your right knee over your body, reaching the right arm out to the side. You may wish to lift the left shoulder blade and slide it an inch to the left, aligning your spine in a twist. And slowly untwist. Right leg flat, hug left knee toward you. And cross left knee over to twist. Left arm extends wide from the shoulder. Let your breath flow through your back. Untwist, take a little happy baby pose. And plus anything else that would just feel good on your body as you wind down. Get comfortable for your final Shavasana. Maybe you want to grab a sweater, grab a blanket, grab an eye covering. At first, you might take some deeper breaths. Allow yourself to settle into a deep relaxation. in the space of rest, allowing for renewal, and also a special magic that is beyond our own scope of control. Letting go into the lap of the Earth Mother, letting go into the mystery of embodiment in this universe. From the center of your abdomen, let your breath deepen. Take gentle movements. And with these movements, just an invitation to shed your skin. If there's the winter layers that you don't need anymore, maybe they're coming loose as you take these little movements. As you make your way to lie on your side, slowly come up and sit. And any of these winter skins can be left behind. As you sit tall, feel your awareness, your lightness. And in closing the practice, I always offer this moment to reflect, how will I bring this practice into my day? Thank you so much for being here. Wishing you all the best. Namaste.